Hello, Mr. Mailer here, your online math teacher. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be continuing my video series on TI tips, and in particular, we're going to look at how we can find a confidence interval for one sample proportions on your TI-84. So if you find this video helpful, consider smash that like button, subscribing, and let's go. So in particular, what we're going to be doing is we are going to be going to the stat menu, and under the tests column, we are going to be looking at one proportion Z intervals, because if you're constructing a confidence interval for one sample to estimate your population proportion, this is what we do. So if I've gone to the stats menu, I've scrolled to the test column, and I go down to option A, which is this one prop Z interval, and hit enter, I'm going to be asked for a few things. I am going to be asked for how many of my observations were successes in a sense, and how many observations total were there. So maybe I have student test scores, and I'm recording what proportion of student scores were above a 70%. And I have 80 test scores that were above 70% out of the 90 total I have. Then I'd have an X value of an 80, an N value of 90, and then depending on the confidence level I want for my interval, I'll just change this. So if I want a 90% confidence interval, I would just make this a 0.9 instead, and I would hit calculate, and it would give me my confidence interval right here. And the best part is it will even tell you based on this what your point estimate was in this problem. So then you can figure out your margin of error and all that other good stuff too. Now, one thing you do need to be careful on in these problems is when you are entering in the number for your proportion, so this X value, it has to be a whole number. So in an instance where maybe you have we saw that 71% of people were successful, well, in this scenario, if 71% of these 90 students scored above 80%, then 90 times 0.71 would give you 63.9 students. Your calculator doesn't understand how to work with a portion of a student. So if I had 63.9 successes, I would just round that to 64 successes. And then I'd go about calculating my interval that way. If you try to calculate this with a decimal instead of a whole number, so maybe I had put 63.9 in, and then you go down, say, okay, I'm going to calculate stuff. Your calculator is going to yell at you. So just make sure you're putting in whole numbers. I always will take the aspect of round up to the nearest whole number here. Your teachers might have a different preference, but that's just mine. So make sure you put in whole numbers for that. I hope you find this video helpful. If you did, smash the like button and have an awesome day.